we got match 1 of week 4. We have the Empire State Hydreigons on Dragon, and we have Miraidon the Lightning for Electric type. So, first thing I'm thinking is that the Miraidon the Lightning, they only have one dragon type that's good defensively. I mean, one thing that's good against the dragon types of defensively, and that's Tapu Koko. This team is gonna live and die by Tapu Koko, because it powers up the electric type stuff. It powers up Iron Hands' Quirk Drive, and he's immune to dragon. It can hit dragon for super effectively. Another one that I want to put emphasis on is Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt's gonna be one of the most hit or miss mons in this matchup, because Raging Bolt obviously can like OHKO almost every single one of these mons except like Prop or Showdowns, but it also gets OHKO'd by almost all of these mons, and Thunderclap is not going to be very useful here because it gets resisted by every single mon here except by the Salamence. So this is going to be a very versatile mon on the Empire State Hydreigons. Garchomp is going to be huge, obviously, because it's just immune to electric types. It can threaten threaten 4 of these mons with super effective, just like earthquakes. Our Showdowns is the only one that's neutral against the Raging Bolt's dragon type move, so that's pretty important. And yeah, speed control is going to be very important, because if Miraidon the Lightning can get speed control with like Tailwind, with Killer Watch Roll, or like Thunder Waves, or like that spread move that's spread Electro Web, they can slow down the dragon types. That will be huge, because then Raging Bolt can like OHKO anything with an absurd special attack with like Draco Meteors or something, and then Garchomp's gonna be huge for the Empire State Hydreigons. All right, let's see how they play this out. Okay, they both lead with their Intimidate mons, which is decent for both of them. They both got one. Actually, no, the Intimidate's actually not very good for the Empire State Hydreigons, because these are both mainly special attackers. Even though Tapu Koko has a higher physical attack, it still uses special attacking moves because it just has better special attacking moves. The Manectric gets the Garchomp guaranteed with physical attackers. Salamence can be anything. That's a huge mix-up. What I would like, but I'm assuming we're gonna get a turn 1 Mega from the Manectric, which I think I don't remember if it outspeeds. I think it outspeeds Mega Salamence. I could be wrong with that. So like I wouldn't be surprised if I see like a Volt switch into the Salamence, and then like bring out like Electros or Killer Watch Roll, and then just like this Tapu Koko to like Dazzling Gleam, because it's faster than Garchomp. Yeah, that's what. And then Earthquake hits both targets here for super effectively while ignoring the Salamence, but you're also worried about pivoting. But like, I wonder for this to play to be bad, it would be like for like a double pivot to not click Earthquake here, and then maybe the Salamence has like Tailwind or something for like speed control, or maybe just smashes spread moves because it's a pretty safe move. Let's see what they end up doing. Okay, this was a very passive turn 1. I really like the Protect on the Salamence here, because Volt switching is like kind of like the level 1 play, like the obvious play, because the Garchomp is like not going to get hit by the Manectric. That's like kind of like what seems to be obvious. And then protecting the Manectric, that's like a good call out for like on the Protect on the Salamence. That actually works kind of well here. The taunt on the Salamence, however, did not end up like backfiring heavily because he just got hit by Protect. So this was a pretty decent turn 1 for the Empire State Hydreigons. So But now the Salamence is just vulnerable to like a double attack here, so I would not be surprised if I see like Dazzling Gleam plus like Volt Switch or Thunderbolt into the Salamence. I don't with the speed control's a little awkward here. It's all good depending on like the speed investment here of the Garchomp. I mean the Salamence is faster or not. Huh. The Okay, so the Tapu Koko is faster than the Garchomp. That's pretty good information to have. So I wouldn't mind double attacking the Salamence here. Okay, it is a Life Orb. Yep, here comes the... Oh my gosh, Hidden Power Ice to Oko the Garchomp. That's so huge. And Dazzling Gleam, despite only being neutral, that is pretty decent. Dude, doing 25% damage on like on a Chowdon is like that's a lot of damage because it's mostly, let's see, it's just so bulky, so like any chip damage is good damage here. And it's probably Assault Vest, so like you need several attacks to bring this out. Gouging Fire is a good defensive mon to bring in here. It's neutral to the fairy type attacks that you're going to be seeing a lot. So I kind of want to protect this Tapu Koko not only for electric terrain, but also just because it has fairy type moves. So like I would maybe send in something like Iron Hands maybe. I think that does pretty well here. It's got a lot of physical bulk, and like a Chowdon's like kind of mixed, but fighting just hits the Dragon Steel for super effectively here, and it just has so much health that you're gonna end up being all fine. And like the main electric types of attacks are like ones that decrease your stats, and like the 2-turn electric move, which Iron Hands resist. So I kind of want to get Iron Hands in here. So like maybe like Iron Hands, and then you like Volt Switch out the Manectric to like start getting more procs in, and like maybe get Electros in there because you don't need speed control for Kilowatt Roll. And like I don't really, the Raging Bolt is just, I don't like Raging Bolt in this spot without speed control. So I'd probably want both my mons to switch here. Heat Crash, yeah, that's... Oh, that's a huge para. Okay, so he fights through the para. Yeah, this is kind of why I wanted to just get the Iron Hands in here. The Iron Hands would have taken that, not like fantastic. It would have taken it pretty well. The Iron Hands is just so much physical defense and bulk that it would have been relatively alright. And then especially with Proto Sweet, and then you can like get fake out stuff ready, which is also nice. And yeah, the body press did a lot there. Alright. Yeah, I like Iron Hands here. Threatens our Chowdon for super effectively. Probably. It's not even that super effective anymore because you boosted its defense twice, but like a Drain Punch will still like, I would like Volt Switch probably Volt Switch our Chowdon with Manectric and like get Electros in there. Or maybe this is actually the good time to get Kilowatt Roll in there, so you can start giving this Iron Hand some good speed control. And then just Drain Punch our Chowdon, assuming it is Drain Punch, maybe has close combat. Very passively. Okay. You see why I was very in favor of getting this Iron Hands in here earlier. That was a body press at 2.5 times defense, and Iron Hands did not particularly care about it. Alright. I'm still under belief that this Chowdon is what's it called? It's Assault Vest. So I'd still want to Volt Switch the Chowdon in here, Chowdon, so you can start resetting Intimidates, and it also keeps, because this Manectric is getting pretty low, but it's still pretty fast, so you still have a lot of value into it. So I'd want to Volt Switch their Chowdon to get the kill, and like Drain Punch the Gouging Fire because it just protected, so you're not worried about another Bulwark to just get more attack in, and then you get switch into another mon, probably Electros here because I can probably take it better, and like the photosynthesis speed, so like the the Raging Bolt's just in so much trouble. I think it just has to be the Electros at that point. Yeah, the Heat Crash will kill. Oh my, that's a huge paralyze there. It would have, that like saves Iron Hand's like 35% health there. And yeah, this is, yeah, I really wish that the Manectric did get a lot of value at this game with just how many attacks it was able to land. But I feel like it could have gotten a bit more with just pivoting out and just like doing like a bad Incineroar impression. And like the Showdown was just like a free kill there, but like you can always kill it next turn because since it got full powered. But what do you send out here? Maybe the Kilowatt, because the Raging Bolt just isn't fast enough to do anything here. It just gets hit by a dragon move, and like Kilowattra, I don't think it's like, it's not even faster because of the Photosynthesis proc with speed, so I think it just has to be Electros here. Okay, it's the Raging Bolt. I would have to assume this Raging Bolt has Protect then, because you don't want to get a hit. You're just in too much range for many Dragon type moves. So like I would like Protect Raging Bolt and like start whittling down this. I'll Drain Punch the Gouging Fire again because I don't think this. Miraidon is doing that much right now. Oh, you're also risking a Bolting Bulwark. So but like, I think that's okay at this point. I think, because like if he it's a big risk, but like, I think you're kind of behind at this point because Kilowattrel just isn't doing much on its own, and like you just kind of can't really risk just getting hit by a dragon move by the Gouging Fire. It just doesn't run dragon moves that much, but like when dragon moves are like this safe into the team, like I think it's pretty decent to run. Okay. All right. So the Miraidon the Lightning actually called out correctly that this would Burning Bulwark, and did actually manage to get a knockout on the Archaeodon. But that's the thing, I kind of didn't want the Archaeodon to die here. Like, it probably ran Dragon, it still has a Dragon type move, so it kind of have to, like, do something about it. And, like, the Iron Hands, like, doesn't really have much to do here, or else, like, I'm forced to be attacked into the Burning Bulwark, which sucks. But, like, yeah, this is kind of, like, this is kind of really what you had to do here. Okay. Let's see, Hydreigon as the next mon. It's always a little dicey because, you know, super effective fighting type move into Hydreigon. I'm not going to say always one-shots it, depends on investment, and Drain Punch isn't that strong of a move. It's always dicey to do. The Gouging Fire just protected here, so, like, I wouldn't mind just, like, doubling into the Gouging Fire and seeing what happens. I would, like, this Hydreigon definitely runs Draco Meteor, so he probably thinking that if I can just get a Draco on the Raging Bolt and like the Drain Punch hits the Hydreigon, then like that's not the end of the world. Then you're down to a 3v3, but then the Gouging Fire still gets to attack the Iron Hands for the turn, which is not bad. So that's what I'm imagining what the Empire State Hydreigons is thinking. But man, I'm assuming this Iron Hands doesn't run. It's not healing with leftovers, right? No. It's not. So, this, like, Iron Hands is, like, vulnerable to getting hit. But, like, I wouldn't even... Maybe even just double attack the Iron Hands with, like, Draco Meteor and Heat Crash. It may not even kill. Yeah, but Draco the Raging Bolt. What is the Raging Bolt? It runs Dragon Pulse? Yeah, I don't really know what items run. Maybe it does run Protect, because me only run one Assault Vest mon. Hydreigon with the Protect. Thunderclap just does so little. Oh, Bolt. I mean, it makes sense that this gets Bulldozed, but I wasn't really thinking about that as an option. If the Hydreigon Empire State Hydreigons didn't have speed control now. Then it definitely has speed control now. Wow, the Drain Punch into the Hydreigon. That is a bold call out to go for. Going just thinking that, hey, this may be a Salamence switch in, and then if I do that, I do ginormous damage, and like thought it was a bait, and like it didn't end up working out horrible because it was Protect. So like and you also, it's Ice Punch isn't that common on Iron Hands, but the next Thunderclap still won't KO, which is still kind of a problem. But now the Hydreigon just protected here, so now you're free to like basically cover all your options where you can like Drain Punch the Hydreigon to cover for no protect. I mean to punish stay in, and then Draco Meteor the Hydreigon as well or just even it could just Dragon Pulse actually, and like to cover the switch in. And you're worried about this Gouging Fire base maybe still having a Dragon type move, but you know 3 of the 4 moves already. And he crashed Burning Bulwark and Bulldoze, so the 4th move can still be anything. But like you feel like just like a Dragon type move would have came out by now, right? That's my thinking. Okay, here comes a switch. Oh, Dragon Pulse, yep. Oh my gosh, Volt Switch and Iron Hands. All right, so this is kind of like what I was thinking that could have happened here. If that one, oh my god, if that was an Ice Punch, that would have been so huge. I'm not saying it was right to do that because this was like a Hydreigon, like this was like the Draco Meteor definitely like kill Dragon Pulse Okos that, and then was Ice Punch better there if it covered all your bases? No, doesn't kill Goodra, which is definitely a thing to think. No, Ice Punch would have done better against Goodra. I think maybe Ice Punch was better. Well, now with if you're targeting the Gouging Fire, then you can't Ice Punch. Then you have to well, you Volt Switched here, which was not going to KO. So probably just wanting to get reset on Fake Out, which is another thing I was thinking about. And then you can get like Tailwind off. Yeah, here comes the bird. All right, so this Raging Bolt's in an awkward spot where you want to Tailwind and like click Draco or like Dragon Pulse here, right? And then you have to like guess like what Mon protects and what Mon doesn't. I'm also assuming that it's faster after Tailwind. The other Mons, but like the Mega Salamence may disagree with that. But but like I'm gouging the Goodra doesn't do much on its own, so I think you just go for trying to getting the Salamence if possible, and hoping that you invested your Tailwind plus Raging Bolt speed tier to be faster than Mega Salamence. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And like, what's it called? Hyper Voice would be like really good to just guarantee get a KO on like the Raging Bolt. And like, what does this Goodra even do here? Maybe just like, probably just like just attack the Raging Bolt. Or like Salamence maybe just protect, hope, assuming that it's gonna be faster. So like, I would probably like protect with Salamence and like do some attack on the Raging Bolt is what I would probably do here. Tailwind. Wow. This is so this Raging Bolt has like almost no speed investment into it because even Goodra was faster after Tailwind. Okay. So now we're back down to the 3v3. Okay, this Iron Hands is an excellent position where the Salamence just protected, which makes Ice Punch super threatening, and this Kilowatts roll is kind of awkward here. Let's see, but the thing is that the Salamence is still faster than the Raging Bolt, which is like if you have like more speed control with like Electro Web, then like maybe Electro Web would be enough plus Ice Punch, depending on how it's trained, but maybe not. But yeah, maybe just like you can like fake out like one slot, but I don't think faking out has much value here because you want to stop the Salamence from like attacking, but like you'd already from protecting, but like you already protected. So like Ice Punch and like maybe more speed control if you can, and like this Kilowatt Roll may survive a Goodra Ice Beam. Oh, the Goodra's Life Orb probably not. So like maybe you just press Hurricane with this mon, or just maybe just protect it for a turn. Air Slash. Ice Beam does kill. Okay. Okay. So this was a pretty good switch for the Empire State Hydreigons. It might have actually been better if the Gouging Fire died for him, though, because I'm assuming that the Iron Hands is faster after Tailwind, or either of these mons are faster than the Gouging Fire after Tailwind. Like, you can, like, attack the Gouging Fire is kind of like a sitting duck, assuming that, like, you use a special move into it and there's no consequence. So, like, Ice Punch with Iron Hands into the Goodra, and then just attack with, like, this can usually a physical attacker, but like it's sometimes run mixed stuff. So like that's what I'm thinking here. Ice Punch I think would kill here because it's Life Orb, so it's probably not nearly as bulky as it is usually. And then you maybe add a 2v1 here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're down to a 2v2 now. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a battle of, like, speed tiers here. Ice Punch probably no longer one-shots the Salamence here, because it's -1 it has -1 attack. But the Salamence can do, like, so much damage here with, like, a double edge with, like, Oko. No, not Oko, but do huge damage to Iron Hands, and, like, it does... Does Electros get discharged? Because if it gets discharged, that would be huge here. But yeah, this Electros, we don't know much. Is it faster? It is slower. The Iron Hands is either the same speed or faster than Electros, which is going to be a bit of an issue because now the Salamence has ultimate speed control for the battle, and like the Salamence also probably has like Tailwind or to get more speed control because we've only seen Protect. So I'm thinking like Protect, Draco Meteor, Tailwind, and like a flying the Hyper Voice. But let's see what happens here. Okay, that is the last turn of Tailwind is pretty huge here. Just stalling it out. This is a very safe play here. That does leave a bit of an opening though, because now you can just double target the Salamence here with very little consequences, and just like hope you kill it, and then like hope one of your 2 mons live, and then you can start planning to like when you kill the Salamence, and if you have 2 mons, then the Gouging Fire can't win for 2-1 because the Electros has Levitate. So yeah, this is where you just double attack the Salamence and hope it is enough of your mons can live. And then this Gouging Fire, I don't really know what you do with this Gouging Fire at this point. Just probably just start double targeting just like the slot that you think is easier to kill, which is probably Electros at this point. Yeah, I'd probably double target the Electros. It's probably the less bulky of these mons. Yeah, here comes a Mega. Dragon Claw, it eats that. And the Ice Punch isn't enough! Oh my goodness, now that the Howls got off, I think that is so huge that lived. Because now the Salamence Dragon Claw will KO next turn. And now you still got speed control, so you can just like attack the. Yeah, and that is so close. Oh my gosh, 2 and 3%. Yep, and just double protecting again just to get some extra burn chip. Why not? It's pretty free at this point. It seems pretty obvious that neither of these mons have any like setup for recover. Not that these mons usually get recovery moves, but like nothing to really punish this. So yeah, that's a fairly safe play, and we just have to see if stuff kills or not. Okay, you decided to. Okay, so you decided to kill the gouging fire over the salamence here. And is that better or worse? It really just depends on like what the moveset is. If just like if it has like double edge as one of its moves, then that's probably worse because double. Oh no, flying electric resist flying, so that's fine. I'm just looking at these mons. I don't know how much power Heat Crash does right now. Of like the weight difference, I don't know Electros's weight that well, but if it's a really high base power, then that's probably better. But I think my instinct is, and then Dragon Claw is not that strong, so maybe killing the gouging fire was in fact better here. But we're just it's gonna be another protect here to stall a bit longer. This is literally just gonna be Electros is pretty bulky, so I'm expecting this to. Oh my gosh, I forgot about confusion. I forgot that's locked in. And the Dragon Claw does kill, and by the skin of his teeth, the Empire State Hydreigons survive the onslaught of the Miraidon the Lightning. This is probably matches don't really get much better than this. I forgot to bring this up, man, but I don't know if anyone here is gonna recognize this name, but as of on August 1st, the Empire State Hydreigons with the hangs #1 on the Scarlet and Violet ladder on cart. So like, I should have said that in the beginning, but yeah. So like, my guy Jack is insane at this game, and I know Fallon always like kind of talks herself down to this, but Dude, Fallon can pull upsets. I've seen it happen before. She is much better than she gives herself credit for. And I think, like, this match was so close. Like, this is about as close as you're ever gonna get. Like, this is a damage roll off. This is, like, some speed tiers off. This is about as best as you're gonna ever get against the #1 player in the world. All right. What a good match. I'll see you guys another time. Bye-bye.